Okay, so you're ready to get that extra insight into this Bournemouth-West Ham game, right?
We're going to take a deep dive into this match.
Yeah, way beyond just like the, typical headlines and stuff.
Definitely.
And, you look at this matchup in Bournemouth, they're actually only 3 points out of the top 4.
Yeah.
Which is pretty wild.
Wild for a club their size.
That a lot of people thought would be
relegation champion.
Battling relegation. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's dig into that a little bit. So they've beaten Arsenal.
Yeah.
They beat Man City.
Right.
They beat Tottenham
at home.
And all at home, which is just
that's the key factor, I think, because those are some of the biggest clubs in the league.
Absolutely.
And to beat them all at home, that's that's really saying something.
Yeah. What is it about their home ground, you think, that?
Well, I think teams go there expecting to dominate possession.
Right.
And Bournemouth, they've been so disciplined defensively. Very, very clinical on the counterattack.
Mm.
So, teams are going there expecting to, just kind of roll them over, and then they get hit with these lightning fast breaks.
Yeah. And then you look at like that Ipswich game last weekend.
Oh, my God.
85th minute.
Unbelievable.
Down 2-1.
Yeah. And they come back to win 3-2.
Yeah.
That's the second time they've done that this season.
It's crazy.
Incredible resilience.
Yeah.
You've got to think that's got to do something to the other teams.
Right, like psychologically?
Yeah, like imagine you're West Ham, right? And you're going into this game knowing that Bournemouth can pull these, last-minute victories out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I mean, that must play on your mind a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So, speaking of West Ham, they're 6 points behind Bournemouth.
Yeah.
But it's a tight table.
Yeah.
And, they haven't exactly been, setting the world on fire themselves.
I mean, they really needed that win against Wolves, not just for the points.
Right.
But, there was a lot of pressure on their manager.
Sure.
So that was a big relief, I think, for everyone at the club.
Yeah. But, I mean, looking at their away form,
yeah,
1 win in their last 6 away games.
Oh.
And 3 of those losses, they conceded 3 goals or more.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying about Bournemouth, being so good on the counterattack. West Ham, if they're not careful, they're going to get punished.
Yeah. And then, historically, Bournemouth have really struggled against West Ham.
Yeah, haven't they?
They haven't beaten them in, 6 matches?
6 matches, yeah. 3 draws, 3 losses.
Yeah.
I mean, but you know what they say? The past is not always prologue, right? I mean, this Bournemouth side is playing with a completely different sort of energy than we've seen from them before.
Yeah. And we've got to mention this too. West Ham have this weird thing on Monday nights.
Oh, yeah, their Monday night matches.
Yeah, they've won 9 of their last 10 games on Mondays.
It's bizarre.
It's so strange.
Yeah. Maybe they just, like the Monday night lights or something.
Maybe. Yeah, who knows?
It's a good omen for them, though, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So let's talk about, some of the players to watch here.
Okay.
So for Bournemouth, I think Dango Ouattara?
Oh, yeah.
He's the man of the moment.
He's such a threat coming off the bench.
Yeah, and 3 of his 4 Premier League goals have come after the 70th minute.
Yeah, he just seems to come alive in the later stages of the game,
Yeah.
When defenses are tired.
Right.
He's got that, that extra burst of energy.
Yeah, for sure. And then for West Ham, Thomas Souček.
Ah, good old Souček.
Always a threat in the air, especially in that second half.
8 of his last 10 goals have been after halftime.
It's wild.
I mean, it's almost like both they've got these players who just come alive in the second half.
Right.
So, maybe this is going to be one of those games that's really cagey in the first half and then just explodes in the second.
I mean, here's the stat for you, right? 6 of West Ham's 8 Premier League away goals this season have been scored after halftime.
Wow. So what do you think that tells us?
I don't know. Do they start slow away from home? Are they just good at adapting as the game goes on?
Yeah, it's hard to say, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's definitely something that Bournemouth's manager will have noticed.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he'll be drilling into his team the importance of starting strong.
For sure.
Put West Ham under pressure early on.
Right. So to kind of sum this up here, right, we've got Bournemouth who are playing with all kinds of confidence.
Yeah.
Especially at home.
Yeah.
And West Ham, they've shown they can be dangerous.
For sure.
But they can also be a little shaky at the back, especially on the road.
Definitely.
And then you factor in, the head-to-head and the whole Monday night thing. And, I mean, this is a tough one to call.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah. On the one hand, you've got Bournemouth who are trying to, break that losing streak against West Ham.
Right.
And then on the other hand, you've got West Ham, who are, trying to maintain their Monday night dominance.
Yeah.
And climb up the table.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
So who do you think is going to win?
Yeah, let us know your predictions.
Yeah.
This is one you do not want to miss.
Absolutely.
Enjoy the game, everybody.
Cheers.
See you later.